And if you don't mean it, then don't say it.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, and I guess we'll talk about the potential matchups that came out of Summer Madness then. So everyone's talking about JC and Lux, man. Is it gonna happen? No, mate. Like, what are we doing, man?
I would love to see it happen. I saw Lux in an interview, and he said it all depends on what he has going on. So I think he's looking at it, but he hasn't fully committed to doing that matchup yet.
Okay.
So only time will tell if he's really on track to actually come in and stand in front of JC and do the battle. We will see. But, it's something that's growing, and where people are talking about it. I mean, JC is an active artist and a performer, so we will really have to see how he continues to progress here at URL, and what he would do next. I mean, I don't think he's going to sit out and wait for Lux. So let's just see how this begins to grow, and it also depends on what Lux is doing. What state he's at. Is he going to sit still until he battles JC again, and how does it work? You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it'll be interesting. I mean, it's definitely something that we're looking at and that we're interested in.
All right, and then I guess Tay-Rock versus Hitman. That's the next one.
I'm interested in that as well. As you know, we do have a 2-battle deal with Hitman. So I mean, I don't think that's a difficult battle for us to put together.
Oh, you guys have a two. I didn't know that. So you guys do have a 2-battle deal with Hitman.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's new. I didn't know that. I didn't know Hitman was on a contract. Okay, that's cool. So. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, that would be a great second matchup on Nome Mate. Yeah, that would be awesome. If the top, I'm not gonna lie, if the top 2 matches are Tay-Rock and Hitman and JC versus Lux, that's incredible right there. I'm not gonna lie, but not even sure what the rest of the card would need to look like, but that would itself would be incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I think the consumers, now we got to try to just put together the best matches. I think a lot of the super matches that people expect in battle rap, they've been pretty much done. Like the bet on bet matches.
Yeah.
You got to bring new blood in. You got to bring new blood in and mix them in with the matches that people want to see. So while you're doing a Hitman and a Rock, you got to bring in a Twerk. You got to bring in, some of the newer guys or the guys that are rebounding on their careers on their second go-around and bring them in too. You can't just go off the names from the first 2 Summer Madnesses and keep recycling the same guys. We can use them if they are active at the time and the matches make sense and they're giving us the performances that we want. But I don't think we should just book them because they're the names and it's Summer Madness. We should be putting in the guys who are showing up throughout the year on URL and making an impact socially, making an impact on stage, who are having great battles and victories throughout the year.
Okay. Just a real quick question, real quick rundown. Who are your winners and who are your winners from Summer Madness? Like, who won each battle to you? The ones that you saw.
I think everybody that participated in Summer Madness was.
Okay. All right. I figured you was gonna give me an answer like that. All right.
You know what I'm saying? If you were on that card and you were a part of that history, you were a winner. I think it was a great night. I think everybody that was in the building enjoyed it. Is every battle a classic? No. And I hate when people say, "Oh, but everything wasn't." There's been no cards where everything is a classic battle.
Yeah.
In any league, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna go to a event. There's gonna be 5 or 6 battles. 2 of them, 1 of them might be a classic. 3 of them might be decent. 1 might be okay, and 1 might be terrible. That's gonna happen on every single card. But that's not how you judge if a card is good. Sometimes battles are just okay. Sometimes basketball games are just okay. Sometimes they're great. Sometimes boxing matches are boring. They clinch all night. They don't punch. You know what I mean? Or it's lopsided. One guy's better than the other and he gets knocked out. That's the nature of sports. And the same applies to battle rap.
Okay. All right. Next question. Last question about Summer Madness. The mics. What was up with the mics in Briz and Calico? Because I was on stage and I could barely hear them.
Oh man, it wasn't the mics. It was Urban Plaza's. It was Urban Plaza's in-house system. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta understand, when you do mics, you know, people say, well, it doesn't happen over here at the Illinois League or whatever, because there's not over 1,000 people in the room. There's not over, 100 people on stage with cell phone signals. First of all, you gotta understand something. That whole system of the wireless mics is a URL invention. Nobody was doing that before we did it, period. That is a URL invention. Secondly, no one has done it, no one is doing it with crowds of that capacity. You know what I mean? When you do it with 300 people as opposed to over 1,000, it's a different thing when you have a big venue. Those mics are not built for that purpose. It's just some thing that we try. Now, in terms of what happened with them, it's an unfortunate situation. However, the audio captured for the actual video is stellar. It's great. And when you watch it online, it will be fine. It did go down a little bit lower in the house, you know what I mean? And they were trying, the in-house crew was trying to fix it. But of course, we're facing time issues. So we didn't have time, they didn't have time to really dedicate the time to try to fix it on the spot, especially when you have guys arguing about time and different things backstage. But I mean, that's not their fault, but I'm saying that takes away from the time that we have to fix shit if we're already behind schedule because, there's a disagreement or a fight. There's a lot of things that go on at events backstage that you guys don't know about. So when we do a stream, and sometimes it's something, there's a battle and there's like 40 minutes between the next battle happening, that's because there's something going on backstage, generally. There's an argument, there's tension, this crew wants to fight that crew, and I'm backstage keeping them from fighting each other and making sure they're calm, they can go on stage, and everything is peaceful and relaxed. It's a whole different thing when they come to URL. Mm-hmm. They don't go to the other leagues with 20 dudes who fly in, and this guy brought 25 people, and 30 guys and 40 guys come to support them for their battles. They don't do that on other leagues. So getting them facilitated and getting them to the stage, they don't have the same issues, not the same problem. You know what I mean? There's no other big room battle leagues they don't exist in the United States. So to answer your question with the mics, it was an internal problem with Irving Plaza. We stayed behind after and just to figure it out for the future, so we know what it is, and we know we have a few other adjustments that we'll make if we utilize them again or any other big venue. We learn from each and every time. It was an unfortunate situation, that happened with them and their micing system for that particular matchup. But however, the good thing is it was captured clearly and perfectly for the actual video release.
Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, I guess the next question is everyone's been hearing rumbles that the next card is going to be in the DMV. Is that is there some truth to that?
Yeah. There is a DMV card that we have planned. It was going to be in October. However, that is a little bit close, and there were some kinks that we were working out. So probably will be postponed until December. We're going to do LA November the 11th, a big event, Traffic 3, the biggest event in LA for battle rap. We're really trying to put our footprint on the West Coast market. They've never had our style or genre of battle rap, because there is different genres of battle rap, and they've never had the aggressive East Coast style of battling out on the West Coast. They've generally had, different leagues doing a different style of battle rap. It is, and I'm not saying that, one is different or one is superior to the other. I'm not talking down on any other leagues or what has taken place in the past in LA. I'm just saying this is different. That's all. The different style. It's like, you know, different types of music, or, you know, the difference between a boxing match and an MMA match. You know, it's just something that's different that they haven't seen, and there's an audience for it. And that audience is dying for the URL style of battling, and we're looking to really make an impact in California this year and on the West Coast to really broaden our horizons and bring the show out to the fans on the West Coast. So November 11th, we'll be doing just that.